Start the countdown with number 10 being Quincy Williams. Last year he was not ranked at all. Jumps up after having a great season with the Jets. Definitely um, a guy that I knew had potential. Definitely had some, seasons where he put up some stat lines. But this year was different. He definitely came into his own, blossomed, and became who he is right now. Definitely outside linebackers. There's a lot of them, and some of them, they have a down season, they have multiple injuries, and they kind of, you know, they kind of fall off just a little bit, and it gives opportunities to guys like Quincy Williams to come in and make a case for him being on the list. But Quincy Williams definitely deserving. You're looking at what he's done, 27 years old, 5 years in the league. He has 2 years, $12.25 million left on his contract. 17 games played, 139 tackles. He had 2 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries. He had one fumble recovery, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception, 10 pass deflections, and 19 stuffs. So he was all over the field. Definitely a guy that you want on your team. Definitely a guy that the Jets want. And what they've been able to do this offseason, they're looking like they can be a pretty good contender. They just need to make sure Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. But this defense has always been pretty decent. Quincy Williams is definitely a good leader to be here on the team. And you're looking at what he's done. Didn't make a Pro Bowl, but he did make a first team All Pro just based on the season he had. It was really good, really impressive. Um, yeah, I mean, I would love to move him up, but as of right now, he just needs to show me a little bit more of the consistency of what he can do, and I think he can. I think he can make a leap, but right now he's staying at 10, and it's no offense to him. He had a great year. Okay, number 9, Matt Milano. Last year he was number 2. He dropped down 7 spots, mainly because of injury. He is very impactful outside linebacker for the Bills. Definitely, I wouldn't say but probably the most important defensive player on the team for the past few years for them. Bills have just had this injury woes for a while. I mean, it's like Trey White was the guy, and then he continuously got hurt, and that was tough. They signed Von Miller to a huge contract, and that was tough to see him get out. And then you're looking at Matt Milano, who's been a pretty good staple for them, and he gets hurt this year, and that's tough to see that. But I mean, when he is healthy, when he's able to play, he's a great player. Great player, great entertaining player to watch, and like I said, very impactful for the Bills. You're looking at Matt Milano, 29 years old, 8 years in the league. He has 5 games played, 30 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions, 2 pass deflections, and 3 stuffs. Couldn't play in the playoffs. Again, he was injured for the whole year after those 5 games. So it is sad, but great coverage linebacker, a guy that you want there. And yeah, I mean, just uh, solid, smart player that you want on your football team. It's just a shame that he was not healthy for the season. But overall, I think this coming year, I'm hoping to see him a lot more, and I'm hoping to see him not number 9 and not fall off so much. So it would be nice to see what he does, and I do definitely believe Buffalo needs him. Number 8, last year, number 4, is another person that dropped. Haason Reddick dropped 4 spots. It's not has nothing to do with the fact that the games played. He played 17 games. There's just other outside linebackers that had a better year than him. Um, Overall, I mean, don't diminish what he's done. He had a great year for Philly. Definitely was a reliable pass rusher. Definitely a guy that you want to see on the line there. Scary to line up against um, because of his athletic ability. Is able to bend to get out of tackles like it's nothing at times, and um, just being a vibrant energy for this defense. And they traded him in the offseason. I don't know why they traded him, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing. It could have been for money, um, but I definitely believe Philly I think they made a mistake, really, for trading him. He's been productive. There's nothing that seems like he was slowing down or whatnot. So having him gone is weird. But it could have been for money. Overall, though, Hassan Reddick as a Jet now, That just bolsters their defense even more. Having him and Quincy Williams now, that's scary. Um, and yeah, I mean this defense is going to be pretty nasty next year. Considered, we got like Quentin Williams out there as well. Jermaine Johnson and all that. So that will be a very entertaining team to see, especially with Haason Reddick having to play Miami twice and you know having Buffalo twice. Like that's going to be exciting football. They're going to Haason Reddick, 29 years old, 7 years in the league. He's got 1 year, $14.5 million on the contract there. So will the Jets re-sign him? We got to see. 70 games he played, 38 tackles, 11 sacks, one forced fumble, one pass deflection, and 5.5 stuffs. Against Tampa Bay in the wild card, he had one tackle, and that was it. But overall, got himself a Pro Bowl nod. Definitely a very vital piece, and he's going to be a very vital piece to the Jets now. So, good luck to those AFC East opponents to have to deal with all those guys. Number 7, Khalil Mack. Last year, not even ranked. He still seems to come up big in the most biggest moments. He seems to have kind of a down year and then a increasingly great year and then a little bit of a down year. And this year was a great year. I hope that it continues because this is who Khalil Mack is. He is a perennial sack artist. He is a wreck havoc kind of player. He's a guy you want on the team. He's exactly what you need. And having him healthy, now they just need Joey Bosa back and healthy because this Chargers team can produce a lot of sacks, man. Mack and Bosa at the same time. It looks scary, dude, when they're both healthy. So, I mean, hopefully that can be a thing. Khalil Mack definitely deserving of being back here. A guy that definitely has um, so many great ways of getting through to the QB. Great run stuffer, really athletic for his build, and yeah, I mean you need a guy like him. So Khalil Mack, 33 years old, 10 years in the league, 1 year, $19.2 million in the deal, 17 games play, 74 tackles, 17 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 10 pass deflections, and 17 stuffs. He was ninth in defensive player of the year. He's also a Pro Bowler. So very deserving of where he's at. I'm super happy that he's finally back to where he needs to be and who Khalil Mack is. And he's still going. He's still going. I think he's going to be great this next year. And it's going to suck for the AFC West opponents that have to potentially have to go through Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa as a healthy duo. All right, last but not least, how about number 6 being Josh Hines Allen? Last year not ranked. He was just Josh Allen. He's changed uh, Hines Allen this offseason due to family legacies and whatnot. Kind of represent right where he's from. So that's respectable. Overall, it's a guy, Josh Allen, that I felt like needed some time to develop. We all could see his athleticism. We all could see the talent. We all could see what they drafted, and we knew that they were going to get a special guy out here. They just needed, he just needed more time. And what did he do? What did he do this year? Honestly, perennial defensive player of the year, kind of type numbers. A little bit shocking that he was not on the voting there. But Josh Allen, Josh Hines Allen, Josh Allen, whatever. Yeah, he had a great year. Great impact for Jacksonville. Trying to turn into Saxonville, having him be able to teach the young guy and Trayvon Walker to be better at getting to the QB, at wrecking havoc, at doing anything you can to make sure that they don't score, and that's great. Bolster in the D line like that, that's nice. Josh Allen, he's going to be there for a while. He earned his money this year, so good for him. Look at Josh Allen, 27 years old, 5 years in the league. 5 years, $141.25 million deal for the Jaguars. Very well deserved. 17 games played, 66 tackles, 17 and a half sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 interception, 1 pass deflection, and 8.5 stuffs. He earned a Pro Bowl. No All Pro, no Defensive Player of the Year voting, like I said. So that is a little odd. But again, very deserving. I'm super super content uh, with his development and where he's at, and I do believe he'll have another great year. I think he will have a Defensive Player of the Year voting definitely next year. I definitely believe he'll crack double-digit sacks. He'll be great. Have a great year, and I do have a lot of faith in Josh Allen and this Jaguars defense.